The Green Children of Woolpit. Woolpit is a town in England from what I've read, and evidently back in the medieval days they actually had a wolf pit. And that's where the name comes from, or so I read. If you're not familiar with the story, it was like 1200 AD or so, and these two green children, a boy and a girl, come wandering out of the woods speaking a strange dialect. They only eat a certain type of bean, which was associated with being in the land of the dead. I guess the dead only ate this type of bean back then. They eventually learned how to speak English, and they said they were from a place called St. Martin. Some people said they came out of a cave. It's a completely garbled story that has become more garbled over 1,000 years. And almost every account I read of it mentioned the young man eventually passes away, and the girl takes on wanton ways. So she likes to get around, from what these authors like to write over and over again. Out of everything you're going to record about a story, these green children coming up out of the earth or whatever, like, you choose to focus on her sexual activity. I mean, I think it goes to show you who was doing the writing. Anyway, I've read all sorts of historical explanations on how people could get green skin and what might be going on with these people. I don't really buy any of them. One is that they were severely anemic from eating clay and things, living in this cave. And I've never seen an anemic green person, and I've seen some pretty darn anemic people. You know, there's a possibility that they were actually blue or bluish green, and then the color green got recorded into the story because green, from what I've read, is associated with fairies at the time, and people really believed in fairies, and maybe these were fairy children. And I did a video on methemoglobinuria, how people can actually be truly blue, and it's a genetic condition. And since this was a brother and sister, supposedly, I guess it's not outside the realm of possibility that that's what they had. You know, it's not hard to imagine like them being like kind of bluish green, and everyone likes to focus on the green because they have such a fascination with fairies back then. I don't know, I'm speculating here, obviously. So The Green Children of Woolpit, it's kind of worth a read if you want to give it a quick Wikipedia. Take care, everybody.